Good evening. It's me, Angie from Learn Love Tarot, to bring you messages of direction towards your best and highest good using the energies of the daily moon cycle. This message is timeless as energy is cyclical. So know that whenever you do find it, it's when you are meant to. And thank you in advance for sharing your energy with me by subscribing to the channel so that the messages will align with you more energetically. And if you do find anything contained in today's message that resonates with you, please let me know by hitting the like button and leaving me a comment. You can learn more about me by going to my homepage, and I do have personal readings back open. Hi, good evening. Happy Mother's Day. Thank you. Happy Mother's Day to you as well. I hope you had a wonderful day. It was beautiful here today. Just a gorgeous, perfect picture book, textbook, picture perfect day. So I hope it was for you as well. Hope you're staying cool. I'm sure that it's getting hot for some people, some places, and on the other side of the pond, things are starting to cool down. So let's see, we've got our gratitude card of the day, and this is about forget yesterday. It has already forgotten you. Don't sweat tomorrow you haven't even met yet. Instead, open your eyes and your heart to a truly precious gift, which is today. And that is said by Steve Maraboli. Wow, what a coincidence. I just got a shivers right down my right arm. So that is future focused energy. And speak of the other side of the pond. Hey, Crystal, how's it going? How are you? So glad you guys are all here today. Thank you so much. So funny, not funny, the gratitude card has to do with the energy reading that I've already divined here in today's notes. So I'll get there in a second. We've got an angel number 529. I'm sure you might have already had a chance there to check out Liz's pick a card reading. I like to wait until after I'm done with my read because I just get such a kick out of all the synchronicities we usually pull together. Happy Mother's Day, Miss Monique. Hello. Hi. Thank you. Welcome. For our May 11th, we have an 11 energy, just vibration of the day of justice, of balance coming forward. 5 plus 11 plus the year of 2025, adding to a 9, we do get the total of 25. So the 25th may resonate for you for any reason. Let me know. Anybody in your sphere, maybe your child or grandchild is 25 years old, and 25 years ago was the year 2000. I have a hard time remembering what happened in the year 2000, to be honest with you. I believe, yes, I was moving out of a very affluent neighborhood and chose to go it alone. And that was in July, Independence Day energy, 7. No coincidence there. We add that 2 plus 5 together. We have the energy of the Chariot. And I said, what or who are you leaving behind or letting go of? And there I just 40 and slipped and said believing. So maybe we're even leaving a belief behind, or we're letting go of old beliefs. We've been working on that. Now, the sister energy to this Cancerian and moon body here would be the energy of Mars, which is Scorpio and Aries for the Tower. And as soon as I wrote Mars and the Tower here, and then I wrote Aries and Scorpio energy, I very distinctly, this is an old song, I very distinctly got the song Sad Eyes. And that's a song by Robert John. And then I wrote down, maybe some of you have someone in your own stratosphere here, someone with like a name with 2 first names. So, and that could be masculine or feminine, doesn't matter. That's just for whatever reason, somebody with the name of 2 first names was coming through. And I also wrote down it was more of a bittersweet energy, maybe even letting go of nostalgia, like a bit of a 6 of Cups vibe there. And I wrote down, it looks like it's over. This is part of the song lyrics. You knew I couldn't stay. She's coming home today. We had a good thing. I'll miss your sweet love. Why must you look at me that way? And this can even be, doesn't have to be a love interest, doesn't have to be, a Three of Cups situation or, three people involved here. It could even just be you, the situation, and what you're letting go of in your mind. And you're looking at yourself and going, okay, don't look at me that way. You knew, maybe it was kind of comforting, this nostalgia, hanging on to whatever this old thought or way was. If it is a person for you, then that's fine as well. And then because it was the year 2000, I was like, what was I doing in 1999? Because of, the Prince song, we're going to party like it's 1999. But then in the year 2000, I wrote reconciling the mind after the 1999 party. I got further into just past the lyrics of the song, and I read that it was a surprising feat when this song came out. It was a surprising feat for a slow ballad in the disco era. And that was after I wrote the Reconciling the Mind after the 1999 party. So that's definitely metaphorical there. A slow ballad in the disco era. So it feels like, as if everybody else was partying like it's 1999, the next year, 2000, we're like, okay, things are slowing down. Maybe you feel like your energy is slowing down. However, the Chariot comes as a fast energy. This Tower, again, bittersweet. It doesn't feel like something's wrong. It feels like of just letting go, right? Instead of clinging on to, I'm getting in my mind's eye, I believe it's my Mystic tarot deck. Yeah, it's in this one, the Tarot of Mystic Moments, where the Tower energy, she is actually clinging to the tower as it's falling. Okay. But I feel like this is an energy of where we're surprised that we're able to let go of something. Further, the artist said he was surprised at the song's success. Um, don't know why he was so surprised at it. I do like that song. If you've ever heard it, if you haven't, look up the lyrics and see if they resonate for you. You might get more messages there. And I did, again, maybe something you never really truly thought that you'd get over, like kind of an ever situation. Like I thought I'd never get over that ever. In addition here, lastly, with our cosmos energy, we do have the sun at 21 degrees 23, which is a 7 of Pentacles energy. And that is the Sabian symbol of 22, which is, to my surprise, was a white dove, talking about Prince there with the 1999, a white dove over troubled waters. So maybe this is the bridge over troubled waters, whether that's to ourselves or another. Really, it just feels like finally letting go of a thought, of a hurt, of an idea, of an expectation. Okay. And the meaning of this is that we're requiring an ability to read the mysterious symbols in nature. And we've got this 22 energy, which is super cool because the full moon in Scorpio tomorrow, just after noon Eastern Standard Time, is at 22 degrees in Scorpio. And when I pulled out that card, it's not yet time for this card, but I'm prepping the table for tomorrow for our full moon in Scorpio. It's time to release negativity. So I was like, okay, the white dove of peace coming in. I thought that was really cool. Over any troubled waters, we're releasing any maybe negative thought patterns. Scorpio is the house of secrets in our birth charts. So maybe this is something to do no matter what energy sits in your 8th house for you. Maybe it's something to do with 8th house matters. We are currently with the moon at a waxing gibbous at 170 degrees 45, 17 being the energy of the star, or holding on to a new wish that is protected and backed for you by angels and God, spirit, whatever your higher self is or resonates with. And then the 45 energy of this year, which is a 9 of the Hermit, the 9th step, the last step. And that's all about we're very, very close to achieving our goal. And the moon at the time that I took my notes here, 4:37 p.m., was at 12 degrees, 8 minutes of Scorpio, which is the second decan of energy. There's that 6 of cups. I forgot that I wrote that. So again, this nostalgic energy, maybe it is even a friendship, from childhood, high school, college, whatever. Maybe we're finally letting go of some kind of nostalgia again, or expectation. We do have Venus here at 7 degrees, also 22 minutes, which is an Aries 8 symbol, guarding our sensitivities. Mercury entered Taurus yesterday. We're already at the 3 symbol, which is a 5 of Pentacles energy. Feeling left out in the cold. Maybe that's something we're leaving behind here. And this is a symbol of steps up to a lawn with a blooming clover. That made me think back to Liz's reading because clovers came up in that. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, if you guys were there on her Friday reading, that the clovers came up for Rebecca. And this is all about communication, the planet of communication, a determined effort to find the way, even if we have to talk ourselves into letting go of whatever this nostalgia was for our growth, okay, for our change of our crown chakra energy, the 7th chakra around us. Now, it's also really cool. 55s have been coming up a lot. Black Moon Lilith always causing a ruckus here. She's at 5 degrees, 5 minutes. So that is a new symbol of a gold rush. And I believe on my Friday reading, or the one prior, there was the Page of Swords with the gold coming down the hill. And I said, the gold, God bless the golden road that led me straight to you. So letting go of this old energy opens up a new energy of promise, of prosperity, of hope. Okay. So maybe we're wherever 6 degrees Scorpio is in your chart there, have a look, because that might be where you're getting this appetite to experience more abundance and worldly adventures. Okay, that is in my own 4th house. So again, we're looking at properties in Florida. So I thought that was pretty cool. We've got Mars here in Leo at an 11. We have a 10 degrees, 44 minutes, which is going to be our symbol of 11. Children on a swing in a huge oak tree. So having fun with just the natural earth and abundance around us. And then lastly here, we have 23 degrees, 36 Gemini, which is symbolizing here for Jupiter. And that is recreation as a tool for clearing. And I wrote having fun again. So maybe just releasing whatever this is for us, this 10 of Swords. It's the end of a road energy. It's like I'm beating a dead horse here. I've got to clear this and let this go. It's time to have some fun again, guys. It's time to act like a kid again. And I feel like Black Moon Lilith is there ensuring that we are growing ourselves and we look for those fun energies once again. So that will be concluding my own channeled messages for today. And then we pull cards and see what we get. And let's see where we go today. I'm going to be using my water deck because we do have the moon in Scorpio. Okay. And let's see just what's on the 7 of Pentacles. That's where our sun is today. 7 of Pentacles right here, 21 degrees, 23 minutes. And she's pregnant in this deck again. So happy Mother's Day. There's our Emperor energy. Still lots of Aries flying around there, especially with the Mars Tower energy. And this is like taking ownership of what's been a brewing here, what's been growing. Maybe this, you're having to kind of, it's taken you a hot minute to talk yourself into this change. It could be even something 9 months, 10 months in the making here, some kind of discernment of truth, taking ownership of how, what we've been growing or manifesting. Yeah, truth again underneath the surface. So maybe even it has appeared to others, they've only seen the tip of your iceberg. And underneath that is so much more vast, right? So very interesting that that's right on the bottom of our deck there. How cool is that? What'd you guys do for Mother's Day today? Anybody do anything fun? Let me know in the chat there. I can't wait to, oh, there's our Scorpio energy there, death and rebirth. That could have to do, there's that judgment energy, the resurrection, or the nostalgia. We're ready to let something from the past go, especially if it was at the carelessness of another human. That's what this deck denotes with the death and rebirth energy there of the Scorpio card. Let's see where we go. There's our Ace of Pentacles, and I just heard that's the ticket. Did y'all buy a lottery ticket today? Did anybody get a lottery ticket for Mother's Day, perhaps? Hierophant energy of Taurus, the whole month of May. Let me know what you think of the song Sad Eyes, and let me know if you've never heard it before. There's our Temperance energy. 1 + 4, 14 card is 5, turning lead into gold, alchemizing that pain into the lesson. Okay, let's see where we go today, guys. Oh, you spent the morning with your little one. Oh, you got to have an arts and crafts day. That's what we called it in my house, arts and crafts. I love any kind of arts and crafts whatsoever. That certainly makes me feel like a kid again. Oh, Peg, that's a lot. That's a lucky. Sometimes doing nothing at all, it's like, oh, that is a luxury, right? So you enjoy that, girl. All right. What I say about 5 of Cups energy. So 5 of Cups, 6 of Cups. We left Black Moon Lilith from the Sabian symbol of 5, and we moved into 6. Okay. The moon is at a 6 of Cups energy with that second decan of the moon. 5 of Cups is all about here in this deck. It's my favorite 5 of Cups because there's a reverence and a respect here for whatever's being let go of. They both love each other very, very much. And the story in this deck is that they've been friends ever since childhood. And there's no way that this girl can live in the ocean just as well as this Selkie seal cannot live on land. So they're saying goodbyes here. So again, bittersweet energy is what I wrote down. Wow. Okay. Sad eyes. You knew there'd come a day that we would have to say goodbye. So they bid each other adieu. There's respect and deep love here. And he goes back to the sea and she goes on towards her lighthouse. Okay. You thought you'd never leave this behind, something you never thought you'd get over. You'd never thought you'd be able to pick up those 2 cups and that it would always just, I am always thinking about this 3 of Cups, the cups that have been spilt. Not in this deck. There's a lot of respect here. The lesson has been learned. It could only be taught to you by this situation or by this person. Okay. And I feel like you're surprised AF here that you're finally able to let this go. Wow. Okay. If that's not a sad eyes card, I don't know what is. What do you guys think about that? Wow. I think you should. Definitely with all the double-digit numbers. Those are coming up a lot. The 22s, 11s, the 44, and also a step energy. We're on the way, 123. several times today came up for me. So we've got our theme here, which matches our theme song. And here is the Four of Cups energy. You could be just about to embark on this as well. So I'm talking to someone today who knows they are ready to let it go. And they are not happy in their emotions here right now. This could be somebody around you. This could be you offering the cup of love to someone who just, has sad eyes. Like, come on, we can't, we are not even the same species. It's something that's just not practical, or the lesson has been learned. Okay. The lesson has been learned, and there's a respect there. Okay. It doesn't mean that we're not going to be sad about it. So it's okay. Feel the feelings, allow them to emit and leave your body. And that is the way that we don't allow our bodies to become sick from the frequency of our own energy or sadness, right? That can manifest itself in the body. And there it is again. This is a way bigger deal than we think it is, guys. This is a situation that only other people saw from a small perspective, or they just only scratched or only knew the surface of the situation. But the truth or depth of this lesson was much deeper. This was part of the path. The opportunity, beautiful. Wow. So you never thought you'd get over it, and we are here. The King of Cups drives the Chariot. In some decks, he's also in the Lover's card. This is an energy of diplomacy. This is our head and heart finally being in alignment, and we can see the fish that are swirling or swimming around, those swirling emotions. We're able to reconcile them. I wrote down reconciling the mind after the 1999 party. So, yeah, it might have even been, this is so 19 would be a 10 or a change, right? Wheel of Fortune. When our energy is balanced, we are energetically in line to grab whatever it is that we've been manifesting and wanting. So that Wheel of Fortune energy does not come around. That divine timing is only when we get to this type of an energy. The head and the heart are in alignment. Whatever this sadness was all about, or whatever that nostalgia was all about for us. Okay. So we have the 4 and the 5, and then the moon is sitting at 6 of Cups today. In the recent past here, Queen of Pentacles, very mothering, nurturing energy. She's our senior of the class, and she teaches all the underclassmen, and she helps them on their journeys. A very abundant energy, Capricorn energy here. And this is an opposition to Cancerian energy. They are sister signs. Cancer energy today of the Chariot. So feeling abundant within your own self. So this could be very well you helping someone through the scenario I'm talking about today. Yeah. Again, a balanced energy. An 8, the Lemniscate. This is the card of strength. Okay. And had this mermaid not done the work, not dived below the surface here, she would have never discovered this truth. This whale is a high priestess energy. Our own intuition gets higher, gets aligned higher, gets ignited, gets tapped in, tuned in, and turned on when we meticulously cut away every single thread of these nets, whatever was dragging us back, whatever you didn't let people see here, even underneath the surface. Maybe this is something a lot of people just don't know about. Okay, and that's all right. All these blues and then this green energy coming in. So expression. And then our heart chakra fuels that 4th chakra, fuels the chakra of the throat, blue. More green energy here. This is book ending. Both these are earth energies. Virgo and Capricorn is surrounding this fire energy of balance. This is, I've arrived to the ninth step. I can look back and see all the ways in which that, I've caused towers at some point in my life. I've been experiencing towers in my life, and maybe we've handled them differently. But for whatever reason, guys, this shock, this surprise, you're handling it from a place of grace, a place of knowing, a place of giving, and a place of, again, reverence, of reconciling our mind around it. This was certainly this was not an easy feat for whoever I'm talking to today. I usually say that the star is inside of the hermit's lantern. He's also an octopus, so very watery energy again, even though this is earth and this is fire. We have this watery energy of the high priestess coming in here with strength. Your high priestess energy is turning on from your own gratitude and abundance for what it is you do have, being able to look back at those wishes that we thought we wanted. We thought we could make this work, and it just wasn't possible. Maybe you were fitting yourself into, octopus can fit themselves into anything. They can also camouflage themselves. So maybe this is you coming into your own and really cutting the pieces up to release yourself. You're like, I am more than just what people see, above the surface. There's a whole continent that can be happening underneath just the tip of one iceberg. I mean, it's gorgeous energy. And inside that lantern, here was the block. We lost sight here of whatever our original wishes were, especially if we weren't, taking care of ourselves, if we weren't doing our own internal balances. We recognize that we have to take care of ourselves first if we're, in hopes of taking care of others. This is definitely returning back to an original dream of some sort. Whatever was holding you back, an expectation of this old dream, could have either made this character very sad, or you're helping someone through this, certainly with the Queen of Pentacles energy. Here's the offer. Here's the message. We've got pages bookending each other, balancing each side. This truth that you're discovering or seeing, having respect and reverence for it and not anger, brings the pentacle, brings the 3D abundance, time, energy, money, resources, talents. Taste the rainbow. We can go after that adventure. We're heading towards our gold rush here, right? The appetite to experience more abundance and worldly adventures. And funny enough, the sign we just left was a massive rocky shore. And we have here a rocky shore here, what we're leaving behind and moving towards. Outcome energy. Whoa. The Lovers. So in this deck, this is the same person here, but seeing herself in a completely new landscape. This is her as a mermaid, and then she's looking at her own mirror reflection, what it would be like to live on land. I want to experience more adventure and worldly adventures. I've had enough adventures under the sea. I'm ready to do this 180, this flip into this new way of being. And there's the gifty that comes right along with that, guys. This is beautiful. Yeah. So whatever this Four of Cups is about here, it didn't feel good. So this is something that has already happened. The words are, it's over. Sad eyes, that you knew there'd come a day when we would have to say goodbye. Have some reverence and respect. If we can leave that and move into this new adventure with love and honor the lesson that it taught us rather than holding on to regret or sorrow. um, it it bodes well for the energy moving forward. So this truth underneath the surface, yeah, this was something that is, like I said, nostalgia energy, somebody we've already known or a situation we've been in for a long time. This is the Pinnacle of Pentacles. So the 10 of Pentacles houses every single minor arcana card. This is the senior even of all the senior cards of the Pentacles. So this situation was rooted much deeper. It was part of your soul's journey. You agreed with that person to go through this lesson together. We learn the lesson. It's time to say goodbye. It's a bittersweet energy. And fueling the King of Cups, a lot of passion, a lot of excitement, fast forward movement as diplomacy comes in, fast movement forward. Again, I feel like this shocks the crap out of you. Like, I never thought I would get over that. I never thought I would release those hard feelings. For the Six of Cups, nostalgia. Childhood, maybe we're healing some shadow work. We're doing some shadow work. We're healing some childhood wounds, again, with this mother energy. Okay, Six of Cups. This could be the person that either caused this scenario to be over or that we're just leaving behind. Live and let live. I heard live and let live. The center or heart of the reading, I just said, I think you're really surprised. You thought this is something you never thought you'd get over. The Seven of Wands in this deck, I'll try to get it up a little bit closer. His face is, he's like, oh my gosh. He was just going on his normal dive and he had no idea that mermaids or mermen even existed. So he's very shocked, very surprised. That maybe you're surprised that this situation is that your own energy is coming back into balance, that you'd be able to look at it so deeply and open your heart here. This is Ace of Cups. So this is a renewal of your own heart with this look back here of the Hermit energy. This can be something our heart outgrew because it's going to be bookending the Six of Pentacles, or excuse me, Six of Cups here. Because in this deck, these are living sea creatures that when they outgrow their home, they don't think about it. They simply get up, just like the Cancerian energy of the crab. They just go find a new shell. They don't have sad eyes about it. They just keep moving forward. So your heart will go on. Your heart is moving forward. The block, again, was holding on to, the block is a reverse energy, holding on to this pain of what this old wish was, this old dream. Okay. And the sun is fueling this golden road here. This 3D reward for having done all of this hard work and bringing your own self back into balance. That is bookending here, that 10 of Pentacles. Again, you thought you'd never get over this. Maybe you thought you wouldn't see the sun again. Who's that sings that? When will I see you again? That might be Brian McKnight. Is that right? No, it's not. That was Babyface. When will I see you again? Here's your victory, guys. You're going to make this choice to move into a whole new energy. This is a 180. You never thought you'd be here. Yep, there's your judgment call. This was past life energy here. Again, the Nautilus shell is a symbol here. One of our oldest things that we can still find. You can get these usually at crystal shops, but it's designating past life soulmate energy. Yeah, that you never thought you'd get over. Wow. Bookending the victory card here. Wow. And again, this was, pain caused by humans. In this deck, we depict here an oil, an oil spill caused by humans that have caused the death of these animals. And this turtles here are in the sun card. There's a couple sea turtles. That's also soulmate energy. And we move on to the next soulmate. This could even be the ending of, so victory over this carelessness, this hurt feeling, could have even been betrayal. We never thought we'd get over it. Judgment call about partnership or a one-to-one committed partnership of any kind. There's our full moon energy. This is also where Chiron is sitting, the 1111 or the Four of Wands, healing partnerships and igniting our passion once again. Now, I'm going to have to look at the front of the deck here. So victory in a new choice, when we make a new decision, when we have respect, reverence, we send that situation love, we get it. We have the aha of our souls set that up. Our souls set ourselves up to be hurt by people, guys. I know that's hard to understand of why in the world would we do that, but they're patterns that we develop before 18 months old. It's not anyone's fault. We just live out those patterns and they turn up in our one-to-one relationships of love of every kind, no matter what that one-to-one relationship is. All right, we have the Judgment card energy fueling this 10 of Cups, someone that we love and that cares about us in return. The Nightmare card, or the Nine of Swords, that nightmare siren that's keeping the researcher awake at night. This could be, I said, doesn't have to be a third-party situation. Third-party energy can even be, they don't have time for me because of work. They don't have time for me, or there's something that is a block that makes it go back to a 2, that causes a wobble. Whatever created the instability in this partnership here was the nightmare. We weren't allowed to celebrate. We couldn't celebrate. We didn't feel like celebrating. With the Lovers, the Page of Cups, maybe being distracted from this new choice, or we have a new attitude, a newfound with childlike wonder, right? The children in the children in a swing in the huge oak tree. And again, didn't the oak tree come up on Liz's Friday reading along with that clover energy? An oak tree is mighty and strong, but it can break in the big pressure of the wind rather than being like the palm tree that sways and can withstand storms. We have a new attitude here with this balance, this diplomacy energy. What's helping the 10 of Cups? Making a new choice. I'm not focusing on the 3 downturned cups anymore. I get it. The aha of what the lesson was. Forgiveness. Still having reverence, still holding love, sending that situation love, but moving along. If we hold on to the pain or the 10 of Swords of it, we can't step into this new dream. Okay? Yep. And we go right from 2 of Wands, the ask, right into the manifestation. Okay. 3 of Wands is that new ship coming in, and we do so with greater clarity and more stability, that third leg, no more wobble. That is fueled by the Ace of Wands. This passion, this deeply rooted passion is returning and turns into three of Wands plus 1 wand is the 4 of Wands here. This new judgment call, opening up energetically, us to manifest something new. What a beautiful reading. I mean, I couldn't have made that I was wondering, like, oh, I can't say that song on Mother's Day. It's too sad. You knew there'd come a day that we would have to say goodbye. We can still have respect and love, even if that's not part of our life anymore. We can release any negative energies that we were holding there. Now, just to give you a clue as to what this might be, I'm going to look at the Lenormand deck and I'm going to go Taurus through Aries. So let me know if these symbols or clues, there's numbers on the deck as well, if they mean anything for you. Well, I pulled the 18 card today in yoga class. I have everybody think of an animal, a number, a place, a situation. And I saw a green eagle, green heart chakra. The eagle is all about integrity, coming back to our own honesty, coming back home. And this, I have it still out because I was writing it in my journal. That's the card I pulled today, right after yoga class. Eyes of the eagle, rising above the fray, seeing something from a higher perspective. So Taurus sun, here's our white dove over those old troubled waters, something that was unclear. 18 of the moon, the full moon in Scorpio may be revealing to us. This could have been somebody that was in the doghouse and now they're out because we're letting it go. Don't fence me in. It was holding us back, just like this net. We understand that energy was a disservice to our own self. And then we have the heart's energy here, the 10 of hearts, which is the 10 of cups, which is the center of our outcome energy here, making a new choice. No longer in the doghouse, no longer unclear with the moon's energy. We're releasing and letting go on a full moon. Okay, through Aries all the way here. So Gemini, there's your 11. We also have Mars sitting at the symbol of 11, children on a swing in a huge oak tree. This was something that whipped our butt. You know, this is something that we could not seem to frickin' release and come into balance about. I mean, it hurt pretty bad here. And next up would be Cancerian energy. There's our 1111. Look at that. 29. If you're betting, I would bet these numbers. I'll take 10%, please, and thanks. In addition here, I'm not sure which, if that's a king or a knight. The whip, it might be. This is earth energy there with the clubs. And for Cancer, 29 or 11, this is an esteemed lady, and she's walking a new path here. The Ace of Spades would be the Ace of Swords of Truth. Okay. And for Leos, a 33 energy. I said all those double numbers here. And we have the 8 of diamonds, which would be the 8 of swords. The key is no longer allowing this to be a prisoner in our own mind. It's not taking up space any longer. All right, Virgos. Can't get over those 22. We got the 22 degrees energy again of the Taurus sun. And Virgo, there's like new pathways. I just heard tributaries. So there's a new tributary that is actually going to lead you back to the ocean rather than just a lake or any stagnant pond energy. And here is a Queen of Diamonds here. Queen of Diamonds energy, Libra, justice, the 11 day. All right, let's look at after, let's see, Leo, Virgo, Libra, 31 or a 4 energy. We have the Ace of Diamonds. Okay, that's about what we're thinking. And here is the sun energy fueling our balance. Once again, it's fueling this actual 3D energy coming through. A 4 of the Emperor, taking ownership, taking charge. Scorpio, we've got a 5 of change here, and we have the 7 of hearts. That'd be a 7 of cups energy. Maybe some confusion regarding love. Which cup do I choose? And there's our big old oak tree. Love that. All right, Sagittarius, 32, and now we've got another a 55. Guys, I'm telling you, it's going to hit here with those double digits. An 8 of hearts would be an 8 of cups. Walking away, Sagittarian energy. There's a full moon on this card. The change is that you're finally ready to walk away, to let sleeping dogs lie. No longer in the doghouse, letting sleeping dogs lie. And actually, we never thought we'd change our mind about this person or this situation, but we get it now. Okay, there is no more confusion, especially with that full moon if we were releasing any and letting go of any negativity. Let's go ahead and look at Capricorn. A 28 or a 10, Wheel of Fortune energy. Balance of the 10, of the King of Cups of head and heart brings divine timing, activates divine timing, or this Ace of Cups that is fueling our Hermit energy here. You outgrew whatever that situation was. We can still leave with reverence and respect. I'm trying to read what that says here, and it looks like I can't read what that says. I'll hold it up here. Nope, still can't see it. I need my upsies closies, but this is a gentleman caller here with this Ace of Cups. Because you started filling your own cup and you understand that this was part of your journey that your soul agreed to, even if it weren't no fun, can bring in this renewal or this new Ace of Cups. It opens the energy. When you leave an old cup behind, it opens the space for the universe to fill it with something new. And they ain't bad looking. I mean, this is my jacked up Ray Lamontagne card. And it definitely passionate conversation. Okay. Wow. Go. All right. After Capricorn, be Aquarius. A 3 energy, and here's for me is a ship soulmate energy. Maybe it's a little rocky, or we're letting go of a rocky situation because it just will not heal itself. Okay, this is a 10 of spades, so that would be I think spades. Nope, diamonds or swords. I can't recall. You guys will have to let me know if you know. And you can use a regular deck, a regular playing card deck. What is spades? I can't recall. It might be 10 of swords. I'm not totally sure, so I won't call that one. But again, with that rocky shore, our dream has become rocky, especially if we want to be celebrating with that 3 energy. We want it to be stabilized. Perhaps it's struggling to get there. There is that ship coming in, 3 of Wands, in the far off distance. What about for Pisces? We've got a 12 energy, 33 again. And this would be the 7 of diamonds. Pisces, here is some type of bird flying. There's something in its mouth. So it's like, got it. 12 would be the Hanged Man energy. That's your power card, Pisces. That's like he's dive bombing. So maybe this aha moment, this moment that we put ourselves in the position of the 180, seeing this from another perspective of soul growth, is what we can dive back toward the earth with something in our beak. We're getting something out of it. Okay, even if it was 7 of swords, some kind of deception. And lastly, Aries, you got a 10 here, Wheel of Fortune energy, but this is of the Sith. It's over. Sad eyes. You knew there'd come a day that we would have to say goodbye. And we've got here a Knight of Swords energy. This truth might be coming fast, like the Sith, cutting the wheat from the fray, no longer allowing this to occupy space in our brain. We're forming a new synapse pattern and seeing it from a different perspective. Wow. Just wow, guys, what a great reading. Spades might be earth. If it's the 10 of Pentacles, then we have that there fueling this new knowledge. Something's being unearthed. I have it written down somewheres. Let me know if that helped you or what you resonated with. That helps me a lot to know that my channeled messages are making it through. And I love really how this reading played out that song. And I was like, I can't say that song on Mother's Day, but it is what it is. It's what's here, and you're taking ownership. Maybe you're mothering yourself for the first time in a long time, or just ever. You're healing those wounded childhood energies even. But thank you guys so much for all your love and light. I do appreciate you. Thanks for double tapping the screen to like the video and being able to energetically connect with me. And thank you to Miss Kaylee. If you see this, she sent me my first little Venmo donation. That is in my description box if you want to buy me a coffee, if you like anything I do. That was so very sweet, and I was just shocked. So thank you for that if you're seeing this, Miss Kaylee. And thank you again, Peg, for my meditation. Kyle, I took that with me to yoga class today, and everybody loved it. So I will see you guys again next time. Thank you for your love and support. Much love from my heart to yours. Bye-bye for now.